is Friday afternoon. I am home early from work today. Today was only a half day for me. So one of the things that my company does is that we do half days for your anniversary as like a thank you for being here for another year kind of stuff. And so I'm here early today because anniversary, and also I volunteered to check out our new office with my former supervisor and the person that will be working there. I figured it was closer to like where I needed to be. So I ended up agreeing to go with my former supervisor. Because of that, my day has felt even shorter. I am glad to be home. Before I get any further into this vlog, let me go ahead and introduce myself in case you are new here. Hi, my name is Brenda. I'm a 30-something that works and lives here in very foggy and cloudy San Francisco. And usually on my channel, I share blogs showing how I'm navigating life in my 30s. So if you like that type of content, I encourage you to check out my other videos as well as subscribe. We are starting a new blog. This is gonna be hopefully a weekend. I did decide to take a break during the week, which, I mean, technically today is still during the week, it's Friday, but I took that little break from blogging, which was good for me because I have not been doing well. I mentioned in my last vlog that I've been struggling, and right now I feel like I want to share that I am in good spirits. It's been up and down. So this whole week has been down, like just absolutely down. And then I think today I woke up and decided to be delusional, and that being delusional part and pretending everything is okay is helping me be a little more lively, a little more excitable, a little happier. It probably helps that this morning I was with my coworkers and I was joking around with them, and it is a good distraction. It is a good distraction. I know that it's not 100% good because I still have this big thing that's weighing on me. It's the uncertainty of it all that has me very, very stressed out. And today I woke up and decided to be delusional that that's not going to happen, that we are going to get good news. And I don't know if that's necessarily good. That's where I am at with my state of mind. So now that I'm home, I'm just gonna try not to think about it and just enjoy the rest of my day.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know.
That much, and actually at all. It is about to be midnight and I just took a shower. I've been meaning to take a shower the whole day because I did bathe the little fur ball. She's all nice and clean, and then I had to clean the shower, and then I cleaned my dishes. So I've been kind of productive today considering that I woke up at like 12 in the afternoon, which is kind of crazy. As you can see, I'm heating myself up a little snacky snack in the microwave. I'm also having an allergic reaction, and I don't know to what. I don't know if you can see that on my, I was about to say my weenus. I don't know what this, on this crevice. It looks kind of gnarly now that I'm looking at it, but it's probably just overreacting. I just don't know what it is that I'm having an allergic reaction to. It could literally be anything. Do I feel well rested? I actually surprisingly did, and then I took back on like a very long walk, and then I came back and I did bed rot a little bit before I started moving around and getting things done in my apartment. I did complete the reading challenge. I can actually show you my bag. Since I was close to my bag, I can show it to you. Look at it. Ain't it pretty? I love these totes. Like, I got a tote from the SF Standard, which came with the membership that I paid one time. And I like what the tote says because it's funny and funky, but for whatever reason, for that tote, they made the handles like this big, and it's like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like sure, maybe if I'm in a car, but I want to be able to do this. Here we go. See? Look how cute, even with my bathrobe. Looking cute. And then the back is also really cute. Look at that. Like, you can look at this closer too. I mean, look at the detail. So cute. I finished my reading challenge, I would say Tuesday maybe. I went and picked up my tote on Wednesday, so that's how I got my tote. And they have the secret challenge, which is another 20 hours and you get a free bandana, which I kind of want. It's a free bandana. All I gotta do is read 20 more hours. So I was able to finish the second book in that series about the spaceship and the alien. And now we have moved on to reading Red Rising. I am probably 75% of the way done with the book. It's very fascinated. It's very much along the genre of the Hunger Games. I don't know, like it took me a second because I was like, was I not paying attention? Like maybe I wasn't paying attention. Maybe like the years in Mars work differently because the main character, he's 16, and that makes sense to me after I saw that one video when like 30-year-olds are like, why can't there be a 30-year-old playing the main character? And it's like knees cracking and popping and dizziness and all that stuff. I get it. Maybe we're not in our prime physically to be the main characters of the book, but the themes in this book, I was like, he's supposed to be 16? Like, that sounds a little crazy. This is the mango sticky rice, new item at Trader Joe's. It's alright. But I say like it's the best thing ever, no, but if you can't get sticky rice easily accessible, this is a nice little alternative. Hopefully I don't break out in the hives anymore. I have to take some Benadryl. Anyways, back to Red Rising. It is a dystopian, futuristic novel, kind of like Hunger Games, and similar to Hunger Games, there is like a game. No, it's not a game. They go to school, but like part of the school is like this challenge where they essentially have to do it the same thing, not the same thing, but similar thing to Hunger Games where they have to each other, except that they don't tell them directly that that's the point. They gotta protect each other against other houses, kind of thing. Very interesting. That taking each other out part was also in Hunger Games, and they were also younger characters. Not where I'm going with this. Red Rising, the main character, he's 16 and he's married, and I was like, okay, I know like my aunts got married quite young, but it's like normalized. And then they talk about like his uncle who had a wife who was 14, who was like working, if you catch it. Like it's just like, it's fascinating that the characters are like so young and the themes are just like a little crazy. And then with like as the book progresses, when they're in the school or whatever, there's a lot of obviously like taking each other out, but there is a lot of like violence against the female characters. And I get what I'm getting what the author's trying to like, because it is like a method of war or like a method of conquest. I know this from my anthropology classes, but I'm just like, these are like teenagers. These are supposed to be children. Whoa, like all of these like crazy stuff is happening to them. Are you sure it's not like Mars, like in dog years, like they are 16, but they are like adults? These like themes are kind of crazy, but it's a very fascinating read. With all of that said, I just try to forget the fact that these are supposed to be 16-year-olds that are living in this world. The theme behind it, I would say, is actually quite fascinating. I think it's trying to show like power, revolution, how all those things happen, because the main character, he's from the lowest caste in the casting system of this futuristic dystopian world, and he ends up infiltrating the high caste, which is the gold. Then it's just kind of talking about that, and like his wife is very important to the story because it is her death that kind of gives way. And this is not a spoiler, this is what it says in the summary before you read the book. But like his wife's death kind of leads him into joining the revolution, which honestly that part was a bit upsetting. I think the author does a good job of like making you like the characters, which is something I had an issue with Selena Meyer's Hollow, which was that I really didn't care for all of these characters that are happening. But in Red Rising, it's like you do actually, like the author does write them in a way that for me makes me actually be like, oh, like I'm so curious, because one of the characters that I liked, he was gone by like not even 2 minutes into the book, and he was like gone. I was like, wow, I really liked him. I thought he was gonna be with us for a much longer part of the book. And he wasn't. This author does a much better job because there is a lot of characters and a lot of characters that will pass away, and like when the wife dies, I did feel emotion rising event, because she's essentially trying to convince him to stand up, to like not fall for the lies of the higher system of what they're trying to make them believe that they were building Earth for human inhabitation when the humans have already inhabited the, not Earth but Mars, for human inhabitation when they already inhabited it. They just never told them. They just kept them in the shadows digging. And so she's like, you know, you need to rise up, don't fall for it. And then like the systems around them is showing them that everything is rigged against them, and he still won't listen to her until she essentially rebels and she passes away. And from there, that's what leads him. But like I was like, I've only known this girl for like 5 seconds. This is so sad. That's my take on Red Rising. I am currently like 75% of the way, and I do think it's a very fascinating book. Like so far, I like the points, the systems and stuff like that. I don't know if I'll continue reading it because it can feel a bit heavy. Anyways, I'm gonna eat this and then go put on some lotion. It looks like it's going down. I really don't know what triggered that allergic reaction. It's really weird. It's only on my crevices.
I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honestly don't. I should be the last to know. We're all in this.
Clearly did not do my bed today, but I am planning on going to my mom's house. So I gotta pack the fur ball in. I think she's been wanting to go out, you know, go to grandma's house. Don't ask me how I know. It's just like a vibe that I get off of her. Like her little energy is kind of like, when are we gonna go to like grandma's house so I can go and see grandma and see the cousins. I mean, she doesn't really want to see her cousins, but she has to see her cousins because they live with grandma. Yeah, I think we're gonna pack her up. I'm gonna fix this before I put her in it and loosen up the straps. Hopefully she does not embarrass me as I'm trying to film this, because she always does too much. I just keep in here her other leash and whatever set. Anyways, we're gonna pack her up. Joey, come here. She's down below. Let me put it in. So I like this leash on her better when I'm taking her out, because I feel like the other one might be a little too much like for the bag. And it has a little clip right here. Ew. Which I use to clip her to the backpack just in case. So for security reasons, because there is a little clip on this backpack. I bought this backpack from Amazon a while ago. It's probably the best backpack I've used on her. Right, Toys? It's only the second backpack I've used on her. The first backpack only worked when she was a baby, but she's gotten heavier, so I like carrying her on my back. And I did drug her so that she'll be a little relaxed while we're on BART. Now, are you gonna embarrass me? Of course you are. You want to show them how we do this? Okay. No. You know the drill. You know the drill. She's acting brand new. Okay. No. Sneaky butt. Okay. Sneaky butt. Officially in the bag. No. You cannot do this. I'm pretty sure there's instructions on how to do this, but you kind of have to disregard instructions when you have a fur ball like Chewbacca. So she don't listen to anybody. So you can adjust these straps right here, and I always just clip it together. Just strap her up so that she's got back support. That's what the backpack's for. And then we tighten her up. And I always clip the the zipper onto this so that it doesn't slide down while we're walking. And yeah, that's Chibaki. Here's the hard part. We gotta get her on my back. And she's usually okay with this sometimes, but sometimes she's a hot mess. So let's see how this works. I like to push this out so I can go in like this. As you can see, she's trying to help. She's trying to help a sister out, but putting herself in. Fortunately, sometimes her backpack doesn't cooperate, but here we are. All right, you see us? And then I just adjust these straps. And boom, boom shakalaka. She is strapped on. We got this for support. And she's all ready to go, huh, Chewies? It is not super flat, but she's able to stand on there. Bag is a size small or medium because she is a long-bodied dog, elongated potato shape. So I think I had to size her up, or else I would have gotten a smaller size, but it's just, I think I got her a smaller size and she wouldn't fit in there because she's just so elongated. You want to go to Guami's house? Of course you do. Let's go. Okay. So I got a sweater. I got some gum, some hand sanitizer. I think I'm gonna use my brand new library bag. Taking out the library book from there. I can put my sweater in here because right now it is a bit toasty outside and it's probably gonna get cold. I'm gonna grab my charger. That way we can get going. Monday, and I feel like I didn't really block this particular vlog. Like I just was doing stuff and then forgetting to pick up the camera, but also I like spent yesterday mostly at my mom's house by myself because I have horrible planning. I didn't reach out to her to see what was going on, and I also didn't want to go to my uncle's house. He lives in like a very interesting area, and I just didn't want to make my mom travel back, pick me up, take me over there. And also where my uncle lives, it's not very accessible via public transportation. So like my only option would have been to Uber, and that would have been expensive too. So ended up not doing that. I just didn't do much. I will say that I'm one, confused by my own, like when I am trying to reflect, I'm like, what's going on? Like, it's so weird. This feels really, weird that I'm not, like, I'm not the same as I was maybe like a week ago, less than a week. No, I'm giving myself too much credit. Like 3 days ago, like I was very high stress and my body was just like on edge, and then suddenly I don't know what happened where my body has been like more relaxed, which I am very grateful. However, I am still having this situation that's going on, and I think part of it is just my brain has convinced me as of the past couple of days to be completely delusional that something good will happen. Kind of scares me because I am a big planner. It's part of my personality. I'm an Enneagram 6, so I'm an anxious person. And I also have an anxiety disorder. Great combo. So that just means that I'm constantly like trying to foresee what the next step is. Like I'm trying to be like 50 steps ahead of myself all the time. And so right now, because I am feeling a lot, more regulated, I am now worried because I am not thinking 50 steps ahead anymore. And I'm like, we kind of should be thinking 50 steps ahead because our time is ticking. We don't know what's happening. We don't know what's going to happen next. And we should really be planning. And then there's another part of me that's like, no, like everything's going to work out. Everything's good. Everything's chill. Don't worry about it. And every time I have this like moment where like that anxiety that I've been feeling for the past weeks starts creeping out, my body just like shuts it down again. And I just don't know how to explain it because I feel like I'm not the captain of the ship right now. Like it's just my brain is doing something and just trying to like shush all those feelings. So I don't know. I'm just currently feeling a little bit better. However, that doesn't mean that I'm out of the woods with anything. Like nothing has been resolved. Appreciating this little break from my body just being so tense and just thinking because I've been obsessively thinking about this thing. With all of that, I don't know what my next walk is going to look like. I don't know what my plan is in terms of vlogs, how I'm going to balance whatever happens. If it's bad news, like how am I going to balance it out? Don't know yet. But with all that, I thank you so much if you made it this far into the video, and I will catch you in the next one.